Macintosh, and it's my critical reflection PowerPoint. Use or challenge conventions. How does your magazine project represent social issues or groups? When it comes to the actual layout and design of my cover, I decided to try to follow some of the conventions that most professional magazines use, both my own spin on it. So starting with the magazine masthead, which is the title of the magazine, I named it Pioneer. That word has a meaning. It makes me think of someone who's first, someone who's taking risk, and doing something new. That fits perfectly with my target audience, startup founders and young entrepreneurs who are just starting their journey. I made the masthead bold and white so it stands out clearly against the gray background. It's at the top of the page like most magazines do, so it's easy to recognize on the shelf or online. Then there's the main image, which is super important. Most magazines covers have a central image of a person making eye contact because that connection pulls people in. I follow that by choosing someone who looks focused and confident. Like I said earlier, I wanted the person to represent young entrepreneurs, especially those who aren't always seen in the business spaces. So the image is conventional in terms of layout, but it challenges expectations with who is being shown. It makes it both familiar and different, which I think helps the message stand out. Next, the cover lines. Those are the bits of text around the image that highlight what's inside the magazine. I use things like Blueprint for Startup Founders Who Dare to Disrupt. This isn't just a random phrase. This is meant to sound helpful and actionable slash action based. This gives off this feeling of if you read this magazine, you'll actually learn how to do something. I avoided super flashy clickbait titles and style text because I wanted to feel more trustworthy, more serious, but still exciting. I also added a byline, which is the name of the person featured, Brian Chesky, and placed it right above one of the cover lines to make it clear that he's the focus of this issue. Real magazines do this all the time when they're featuring someone big on the cover. So I use this technique to make it feel more professional, even though, you know, he's not really featured. It makes the magazine feel like it's highlighting rising stars and giving them a platform. Then there's that red circle that says how to make money in 2025. That's a puff, which is a kind of graphic element that pops out from the rest of the design. It's there to grab your attention fast. Like I mentioned before, red is a super strong color in design. It creates urgency. It makes people want to pick up the magazine to see what the article's about. That's something I saw in a real business magazine and I knew I wanted to use. As for the color scheme, I try to keep it clean and modern. Gray for the background to give a calm, focused vibe, white and black for the text and outfit so it doesn't feel cluttered or distracting. A lot of tech and startup brands go for this minimalistic look because it feels smart, professional, and future focused. And I wanted my magazine to fit into that world. Reading Pioneer magazine is mostly younger people like high schoolers, college students, or just anyone who's trying to start something new. People who are creative, who don't always feel like they belong in the traditional business world yet. One of the photos I used shows a lady working on her laptop in a cafe, and that's exactly the vibe I was going for. Someone figuring things out, taking that first step, trying to build something on their own. The group I'm representing with Pioneer are those early stage entrepreneurs, people who have ideas and passion, but maybe don't have the money, experience, or connections yet. That's a big social group that's often overlooked, especially in business media, which usually focuses on already successful CEOs. Pioneers for the people who are just getting started, and that could be students with a side hustle, someone freelancing, or even a person launching a brand from their bedroom. They're not rich yet, but they're driven, and that's who I wanted to highlight. That's also why I chose a young black man for the cover. He represents a group that's not often shown in business leadership roles, especially in magazines. But there are so many young people like him, ambitious, smart, and ready to build something real. So instead of showing someone who's already made it, I chose to show someone who looks like he will. That sends a strong message about the representation. It tells readers you can do this too, no matter where you're starting from or what you look like. I also made sure the rest of the design supported that message. The gray background feels clean and modern. It doesn't distract. It lets the person on the cover stand out, and I kept the colors black and white for the outfit and title to make it feel sharp, focused on serious but still creative. That's something I saw in a real startup in tech branding. It's not loud or flashy. It's about clarity and purpose.